But opposition leaders there are demanding a civil transition following the polls their parties boycotted. Pascal Affi-N'Guessan and Henry Konan Petier say it was illegal for President Alassane Ouattara to stand for a third term as it broke rules on term limits. But the president's supporters dispute this, citing a constitutional change in 2016 which they say means his first term effectively did not count. My colleague Justice Bedu has been monitoring events in our neighboring country and joins us via Zoom with more. So tell us more on what's happening, Justice, in Ivory Coast.
So, Bernice, I think the situation in Ivory Coast now is very much of uncertainty, no one being sure exactly what is going to happen next. The election came to a close on Saturday, close of the Saturday, and the ballot counting followed up immediately. Unfortunately, there had been reports of violence in many places, especially in the capital, Abidjan. There were actually polling stations where people physically prevented the Electoral Commission from mounting their setup, and in which places elections did not happen at all. We are aware that at least 2 people had been killed on Saturday in Ivory Coast as the elections went by because of reported cases of violence that were across the country. The election did proceed in many other places, especially in the stronghold regions of the incumbent President Alassane Ouattara, which is mainly in northern Ivory Coast. And the initial vote count that have been coming in, there are places where the president is securing more than 90% of the votes that have been counted. As you did indicate, all the 3 other contenders have described the election as a sham, and they have actually asked now at a press briefing that they held yesterday that there should be a transitional team that would transition the country for the next government, because according to them, President Alassane Ouattara's official term ended Saturday, and they do not recognize his new bid to run for a 3rd term. Bernice.
Earlier, you brought us a report from a refugee camp at Ampain, where some residents in Ivory Coast were moving to Ghana because of fear of violence. We understand that some of them are being blocked from coming into Ghana now?
Yes, because Ghana still has its borders closed, and that includes that of Elubo, which is on the western border with Ivory Coast. And since President Ouattara announced his 3rd term bid in August, there has been violence in many parts, especially in strongholds of the opposition. And that has led to the death of at least not less than 15 people and many others who have been injured. And so in many stronghold regions of the opposition, there is a lot of people who are beginning to find places where they would be secure.
All right.
My sources within the refugee community of the Ivory Coast say that many of them are being turned back at the Ivorian border with Ghana. And obviously, because the Ghanaian border is closed, many of them are not able to come in. And those who are risking it are using unapproved means to enter Ghana, Bernice.
Right. Thank you very much, Justice Bedu, with details of what's happening with regards to the Ivorian election.